guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lebo, also known as Lebo MMK on all social media platforms. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to go into more detail because, I just want to say thank you so much for the love and support on my last video. I really appreciate it. I read through all the comments and I didn't take what you guys said lightly. That's why I'm here with a step-by-step makeup routine. I go more into detail in this video. I tell you the products, the shades, all of that shebang. I know in the last video I wasn't that detailed, but that's only because I was promoting a specific product, so I couldn't really talk about the other products. But now this is all me. This is what I use all the time, more detailed, and I hope you enjoy it. And if there are any suggestions, anything you want me to do differently, tell me whether you like these makeup videos or whether you want like more vlogs. Like, please just let me know in the comments so we can just make this channel like nice, enjoyable, relatable, and all those things. I want to have fun on here. So guys, tell me what I should do, like what I should do, what I should try. I'm also going to try and be as creative as possible in terms of like what my uploads are going to be about. I'm going to try to be consistent, yes, and so I can yap more in here. But hey, it's been tough, guys. Honestly, I've been going through the most, especially with my skin. Like, I think that's also another reason why I haven't been consistent, because my skin takes a toll on me. Like, it's just so sad, it's so depressing, but such is life, you know. But I will share another thing I wanted to share with you guys is my skincare routine. I feel like the skincare routine that I have now, you see this one, it's good. I want to put you guys on, but I will probably do that in the next video. Also, it won't just be about my skin, it will be about whatever I decide to make it about. But yeah, enough yapping, like enough. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like it, and like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. So the first thing that we're gonna start with, let's jump straight into it. Obviously, everyone knows the first thing that you have to do is prime your face. So what I use to prime my face is these two products. So it's the Revita filler from L'Oreal Paris, as well as this Fit Me. I just know it as the purple one, but it's a luminous smooth hydrating primer. So I have very dry skin, so I think this works best for my skin because my skin does tend to get very dry. So yeah, I got this from the masterclass, the L'Oreal masterclass that we had recently, well, last month. So yeah. Now the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. So I prefer doing my eyebrows before my foundation and all the other stuff. It just works for me, like, just it helps me clean them up better, you know. When I have all the other products, I tend to struggle, you know. I have like 2 mirrors, a camera, like I'm feeling like a celebrity. And the reason why, guys, I wasn't really going into detail in my last video was because I kind of had to talk about that product only, like so I couldn't really like speak about all the other products I was using. But this video is just a more in-depth routine, step by step. You know, I'm gonna show you guys all the products. I'm gonna tell you like what shade it's in. So that's that for my brows. I use this brow lamination up to 24 hours from L'Oreal Paris. I'm going to now go in with a powder. So the reason why I go in with a powder is to just mattify the area. So when I do go in with my eyebrow pencil, it glides beautifully, you know. It's not too oily as well. No one wants an oily brow. So what I do is I use this Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder by L'Oreal Paris. So I use my powder puff. I go into the powder with my powder puff just to collect some product. And on the back of my hand, I just sort of like tap it and then tap it onto my eyebrow, right? Same for the other eyebrow. That way my eyebrows are still in place, however they are just matte now, you know. And then I use this eyebrow pencil from Essence. It's a bit short, it's finishing in 02 brown. So yeah, what I do is I just lightly create strokes in the direction that my eyebrow is going. So towards the end I'll create strokes like this, and like over here I'll create strokes like this. You understand? So this is all just to fill in your eyebrows, to make it a little bit more thicker. I prefer doing it this way. It works for me. Guys, makeup is what you make it, honestly. Like, you do you, okay? You do you, and always just pick up some ideas from other people that you watch and stuff like that. But I don't think, yeah, okay, so you can pick up some ideas from like other makeup artists or people that you watch on like YouTube and stuff like that, makeup tutorials. But more than anything, once you get the hang of it, you will realize that there's certain things that other people do that you don't really like. Like, it doesn't really look good on you. So you're just going to find a way to do it the way you like it, you know? Every time I try that box, I'd be like, no, guys, this is not working for me. I never liked it. So this has always just been, for me, it's always just been get the basic tips and then figure it out. Like, figure out how you like your eyebrows. And that's that, okay? Looking a bit funny, but that's why we're gonna clean it up. So what I use is, sorry guys. Okay, I know the brows are looking a bit funny, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean them up now. And what I use is the True Match L'Oreal Paris Radiant Serum Concealer in the shade Medium N9. In the shade Medium N9. So I just take a bit of this and I transfer it to my palette, and I very lightly take a very small amount, right? And I make sure that my brush is fully covered in this concealer, and I just only the ends of my eyebrows, only the bottom ends of my eyebrows I'm going to clean up with this concealer. I'm going to do the same on this side. Now once that is done, I'm just going to sort of like try and get rid of most of, I can't get rid of all the product, but most of the product that was on this brush already, which is the concealer. And now I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I used my L'Oreal foundation as well, the Infallible 32-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. It actually has vitamin C and SPF 25. Wait, let me tell you the shade. The shade is 300 warm. And also, like, some foundations, some makeup products have SPF, guys. Not only do they have SPF, but they have a lot of good ingredients for the skin. So I think that's why I love this so much, because it has some skincare. So with the same concealer brush, I'm going to go into my foundation shade, And now I'm going to use this foundation shade to just clean up the beginning of my brows and sort of merge it and join it in with the concealer that I already cleaned up half of my brow with. I'm going to use the same product, which is my foundation, to just clean up the top of my brows. Okay, now that is done, I'm going to just blend out all the product around my eyebrow. Okay, now that my brows are done, we're gonna go straight into applying the foundation. Not the foundation, applying foundation. So I just place my foundation all over my face. This foundation is very full coverage, which is something I love, because then I don't have to like color correct my spots. Like, it really covers all my acne, dark marks and hyperpigmentation really well. So I really appreciate that. And I think that's why I lean more towards this foundation now. So for all my acne girls out there, L'Oreal has you covered. Well, I've tried many other foundations and they also work, but right now I'm feeling this L'Oreal foundation. So now that I've placed all my foundation all over my face, I go in with the Maybelline Lasting Fix spray, setting spray, and I just spray that all over my face. So we're gonna let that dry a bit. I love this palette. Like, you get to put all your products on this palette instead of like getting your hands messy. I think we can start blending now. You just start to blend. So you don't want to let your foundation dry too much, right? Then you just start blending. You blend, you take your time when you blend, guys. You have to take your time so everything just blends in beautifully, okay? So you take your time. Love and appreciate it. I just love good makeup. Like, I really do. Good quality, good results, and oh, it makes me so happy. Like, it makes me so happy. I think another reason why I fell in love with makeup was because acne, guys, you know. But I think it's gotten so much better over the years. But I think the only part that's just like so boring and so daunting is the fact that, like, 1 minute a product is working for you, next minute it doesn't work anymore, your pimples come back. Like, I've done it all, guys. Dermatologist, you name it. I've done it also, it just becomes so tiring. It becomes extremely tiring, you know. So now that I'm done blending out my foundation, I can move on to the next step. So now I'm going to, contour my face using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour More Than Concealer in the shade Honey 338. So this product I don't really need to put on the palette. I use the applicator straight away, like straight on my face, and I put some here, put some there, over here and over here, and as well as the top of my nose, but I stop in the middle, guys. I stop in the middle. I don't go any further than that point, right? And I immediately blend. So this is the kind of brush I use to blend. I blend that out. My makeup in silence, like even like on a normal day, like when I'm doing my makeup, silence is key. Like it just helps me focus better. Like I can't with music. I think I used to before, but now I just can't. I cannot with music. Okay, and then with a much smaller brush, I'm going to blend out my nose contour, right? So just like this. I'm going to go in with some liquid blush. So that's the next step. It's liquid blush. I use the Lena Cosmetics blush in the shade 01. Doesn't have a name, it's just 01 Lena Cosmetics. I used it in my previous video as well. So yeah, then I use this brush to apply. Let me use this one. They look the same. And I just take a small amount and I place it directly on my cheekbones and blend that up. I like to blend it also underneath my eyes, like directly underneath my eyes. It also looks very beautiful once you've applied all your other products. Another reason why I enjoy liquid blush is because, guys, like even if you forget to put on blush, the color just manages to pop up even under other products. It is so stunning. I'm so glad that I started using it. This shade specifically is perfect for me. I feel like other ones are just too much, Jay. Oh, also the L'Oreal ones I used are very beautiful. They are also very nice and lightweight, you know, but I prefer using this when I'm going for a more full coverage look. I don't have to use too much, just a little goes a long way. Love and appreciate that. Okay, it looks a bit crazy, but trust the process. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer again, the same concealer that I used for my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna place a bit here. I'm gonna place some here as well. I'm gonna place some towards the outer corners of my eye. Same here. On my chin, as well as down my nose, or up my nose because I'm going upwards. And then some, just a little bit on my forehead. Now before I blend that out, I go in again with my setting spray. I let that dry a bit and I start blending. And you blend your eye concealer. Guys, having two mirrors is like a game changer. Like, I feel like my life is like in order. Like, I feel so serious. Like, it's just stunning. And I'm so dehydrated. I don't understand why. Like, I drink so much water. Why am I always dehydrated? Hold on. So now that I'm done with my first shade of concealer, I go in with the lighter shade, but I don't do too much. I just add a dot here as well as a dot here. Okay, like this is so sad. My concealer brush just went into my it just went into my liquid blush. My goodness. Anyway, so I let that dry down a bit, but not too much. And then I just blend that in with a small brush, just to make sure I keep it under the eye and I don't drag it like elsewhere, you know. We listen, we don't judge. Now your makeup is supposed to look like this. I would usually go in with my concealer brush, but now that it's dirty, let me find something else, honey. Or should I just leave it? Is it fine? Or should I just go in with this brush? Is this the same brush I was using? Also, what works for me is I usually just spread out all my products like in front of me, just so I can access everything that I need to use easily. All my brushes are like set out flat in front of me. So what we're going to use is we're going to use pressed powder as well as a translucent loose powder. So I go in with the cover broke off, so I'm going with my not beauty blender, powder puff, and I just make sure I get some product on there, some product, and then I sort of press that onto the back of my hand and right under my eye. Okay. Make sure I press that in. And voila. Before we move on to my eye shadow, we're now going to go in with the translucent powder. I just started learning how to do this recently. And I'm happy that I can. So I just make sure I get some product onto my powder puff, and then I just lightly make sure that the powder is evenly spread, and then I pat it under my eyes. Okay, this is a lot more product than the pressing powder, but that's the whole point, okay? Because we're gonna at a later stage dust all of this off, but it works wonders. Like, I'm so happy that I started doing this, because honey, it works wonders. Okay, I make sure to just pack the powder on here. Okay, and let that sit. Now that we're letting that sit, we can move on to eyeshadow. Very exciting. For eyeshadow, you're gonna need two brushes, three, let's see. So I use the Lena Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, Summer Tones, and I go in with the shade Lovely Bunch, which is like a brown. Is it this one? I hope you guys can see. It's a beautiful brown shade, and I just sort of work that all around my eyelid, everywhere. Okay, and I do the same with this eye. Beautiful. Then once that is done, I use another brush and I go into a much darker brown, which is called, on this eyeshadow palette that I'm using, it's called Nutty. And I just sort of work that into my crease only. Okay. I work that into my crease only. I'm keeping my brush in this area, like I'm not moving it anywhere else. You see, just like that. And I don't know if you can notice, but like it's a bit more darker now. It's a bit more it's a bit more nice, it's a bit more snatched. Then I also use some over here, almost like I'm doing a wing liner, but with eyeshadow. You see? So like this, right? Now once that is done, you're gonna go in with your concealer brush, pick some, just a teeny weeny bit of concealer. I don't always do this, but when I do want to put some shimmer on my eyes, I want my shimmer to pop. So I go in with my concealer on my concealer brush and I create that 2016 cut crease effect. Those who know what I'm talking about. Once you've created that cut crease effect, you're going to go in with I'm going to use my translucent powder as well, just to set that that concealer. I'm going to use my translucent powder and just set that, okay? Now I'm going to finally use the shade that I want to use in that area. It's sort of like, I don't want to show you guys this palette because it is beat up from the feet up and it doesn't look cute. So I'm going to use like almost like a gold. You'll see how it looks on my eye. Like it's a gold eyeshadow, gold glittery eyeshadow. I'm gonna use that shade for my inner corners. Look at how stunning that looks. I'll try and look for this eyeshadow palette. It has such beautiful colors. And you just apply that on top of your concealer and look at how stunning that looks. Already, Nje, it's giving. Right? To use a black eyeliner. This is a eyeliner by L'Oreal Paris called Infallible Grip. It's up to 36 hour wear. And I just sort of go in with this product in my waterline. Okay, I feel like I'm done now. So I just went in with my black eyeliner and my waterline. It's a very tough part, guys, because you can tear there and it's the end. It's literally the end. And I dust off all of this powder now. For more color, we're gonna go in with the shade Classic from the same eyeshadow palette from Lena Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna use that as my blush shade. Now I'm going to do lips. So for my lips, I use the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. Does it have a shade? So I'm very simple. I do the brown, the classic brown and pink lip combo. It works each and every time for me. And then I use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 007 Amber as my lip gloss. And I apply it to the middle. And then, so it's a 3-step lip combo, whatever, yeah, whatever you want to call it. So I use the L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluron lip oil in the shade Plump Ambition 510. This is brown, so I use that only where I used my lip liner. And that's it. I love this. Like, it works all the time, honey. Now I'm going to use my setting spray to set my face before I go in with some mascara. Perfect. I'm not too shy with when it comes to setting my face, honey. I am not shy at all with that setting spray. I go fully in. Now with this mascara, I could rant and rave about it. It's the Paradise Big Deal by L'Oreal Paris. I recently did a campaign with them, and listen here, like, this thing gives me so much length. Like, it shocks me each and every time. Because what do you mean? Are you trying to tell me I have eyelashes? Like, I have eyelashes. Like, they're not short, but I mean, like, this just gives them that, like, wow, like, it brings them to life. I love it so much. It makes my eyelashes look so long and so full and so beautiful. So I use like I said, the Paradise Big Deal mascara. I use that just to apply mascara on my top lashes. Okay, and now I'm going to use, what glue do I use? I actually got this glue, the Strip Lash Adhesive. I got this from Clicks. It's the glue I use. And then these lashes, where did I get these lashes from? Probably Mimi Q. I get most of my lashes. In fact, I always get my lashes at Mimi Q. I'm just applying some glue now. Woo. So I'm gonna let that dry for a bit, and then we're gonna apply my lashes. And finally, the last part. This is seriously the last part. I've been struggling with my eyelashes for a while now. But the last part is this setting spray, setting mist. that I'm going to use from L'Oreal Paris as well. The Infallible 3-second setting mist. Oh, sorry. 34-hour no transfer. I love it, but I always tend to overdo it. I'm going to try and just go nah. I advise you to just go with this product, not, you know, let me try. I always overdo it, but at the masterclass they said just, and when I've been, so let's do it. Let's try. Ooh. We've come to the end of this video, and I hope you learned something. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please don't. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and a little comment on what you think I should do next, and if this video is better than the last makeup tutorial I did. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for the love and support.